On this special series edition of GRG, we present to you Datsun Heaven, Australia. Come on the journey with us as we check out some of the best Datsuns on the East Coast, all the way from Brisbane to Adelaide and in between. Unlike Part 1 in Southern California, we'll be featuring more than just 510s. We are Grassroots Garage, and this is a Datsun Heaven series. On this episode of Grassroots Garage Datsun Heaven Australia, we're still on the Goldie and Pete's frothing because this epic little 1600 is running a little nugget of joy, an NA13B. Turbos and fuel injection are great, but there's nothing like wringing the neck of an NA engine, while a carby struggles to put all the fuel in it can. Being just after the borders open, we made the call that we would stay out of cars which we were both spewing about, especially when we had the opportunity to cruise in the Rotor. Luckily, the GoPro got to go for a brap. Squatting on period correct wheels and roof racks, we love the styling and the sound this car makes even at idle.
Yeah, bro. How are you? Welcome to Grassroots Garage. We've got Luke today. Luke, thanks for your time, man.
No worries, boys. Thanks for coming.
Mate, tell us about these little Datsun.
She's a 1969 Datsun 1600 with a 13B rotary converted. Yeah, Toyota Super gearbox and little couple of kit and caboodles for the suspension, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So let's go right back to the very start. Tell us about your first car.
My first car was a Datsun 120Y coupe, a little orange one.
Nice.
Yeah, little A12 four banger in it, and yeah, just had that and fell in love with Datsuns, and I sold that because I was a first year apprentice. I had to buy a ute, so I sold it, and then yeah, had a bit of money left over for 2020 when everything got cancelled. I was supposed to go to a honeymoon, and my wife said, "Look, you can buy a Datsun." So nice. I bought the this car with my my honeymoon money, which never happened.
Beauty. No, it's not. Yeah. Now we've got a Datsun. So give me some cars in between the 120Y. So there was the 120Y, the work. Was there any other toys in between?
Nah, that was it. It was the 120Y, and then I bought a rolling shell 1600 because I thought I could build it from the ground up, which would be near impossible. Yep. And then I sold that for $500, and then I come across this. Yeah, and then the rest was history.
Beautiful, man. So where'd the motor and gearbox get put in at?
A guy in Labrador called Rotorforce. Shout out to Rotorforce. Yeah, they opened a shop a couple of years ago, and yeah, I got in touch with them, and they're pretty much a one-stop shop. I supplied the engine and gearbox, and they did all the little bits and pieces and fabricated it and fitted it, and yeah, it was a smooth process. So yeah, that worked out well.
I love that.
Yeah.
Unlimited budget. Are you changing anything on the car?
I'll probably turbo it.
Nice.
Because it's NA, it's a carbureted in there, so it spits and farts sometimes because it's not EFI, but yeah, you just can't beat the sound of just the throttle opening up on a carby. So
100%.
yeah, it's unreal.
But then there is a nice sound of a turbo just going
Yeah, spooling up. Yeah, I know.
Like,
But yeah, if I had an option, I'll turbo it. But look, that's probably another $20,000 that I don't have.
yeah.
So yeah.
All right, tell you what we'll do. We'll keep this as is. I'll buy you another one with a 13B turbo. Put it in the garage next to it. You've got unlimited space. What else are you buying for your garage?
RX3.
Yeah.
They're like $100,000 now. So yeah.
Like a sedan, coupe. What do you
I don't mind the sedans. Yeah, I'd go sedans.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my favourite car. So hence why I love Datsuns and I love rotaries. So why not mix them both together? And here we are.
100%,
So
man.
yeah.
So you've gone, what do we call this? Is JDM style? We calling it JDM? Cal?
JDM, yeah.
JDM?
Jap spec.
Jap spec.
No Simmons on it.
Did you ever get into the, like, young Luke? Would he have put Simmons on it?
Nah, I've never really been into them.
Nah.
I lived across the road from a mechanic, and when I had my 120Y, and he had a Nissan Skyline with long champs on it back when I was young. So ever since I was young, I love the old little Japanese wheels. So
Nice.
yeah, hence why I've got two pairs. I've got the Star Sharks and the long champs. So
Nice, man. Stretched them on.
stretched them on,
Yeah,
yep,
I love
or else they wouldn't fit under that guard.
That's it, man.
There's not much space between the guard and the tyre.
Yeah.
So I come across Barrel Bros on Instagram, and like I said, I love long champs. So my first request was, do you have any long champs? And they said, yep. We've got a square set of 14s, and do you want them? I said, yep, no worries. Got them, and then it was funny. The wheels were too skinny, so I paid for them to be refurbished, but they weren't wide enough, so I had to send them back. So I pretty much paid for them twice, so I can get them widened.
Yeah.
And then I got them back, and they fit perfect. They do an amazing job, Barrel Bros.
Yeah, that looked great.
And a year later, I was like, oh, why not? I'll just get a set of Star Sharks as well. So I mix and match. I got the long champs at the front and the Star Sharks at the back. So they look fat. Nice bit of dish on them. So there's not much more room to move. So.
And she's riding low. What did you say you done with the suspension?
So there's coilovers at the back. I got no spring suspension, and coilovers at the front.
Nice.
So yeah, they're all adjustable. So I can go lower, but any lower is yeah, it's a very uncomfortable ride. So it's a fine line between comfortable and looking low. So that's where it's staying. So yeah. A mob over in the USA called Techno Toy Tuning. Yep. So they made the real coilovers, and pretty much straight in, straight out. So they sit where the shock absorber is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's good.
And you can have them really low or stiff, hard. So no, I love it. I love the way it looks. It's very different to sort of any other sort of 1600 that I've seen. So try and stand out, especially with the roof racks.
Yeah, man.
It's funny when I clean my car and I take the roof racks off, my car looks bald.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, but I look at every other 1600 and it looks normal. But without the roof racks on this car, it looks weird for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I love the little wing splitter too.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
I don't know. I just try to be different, and this is what I've come up with.
All right, so it's Sunday morning. You got a free day and a full tank of fuel. Where are you going?
I would be going to Coolangatta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down along the Esplanade, and then up to what's it called? Oh, there's a point lookout there. Yeah, me and my wife used to drive there until I've had a baby. Can't get a baby seat in here. Well, supposedly I can, but I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it's hard with the baby seats, huh?
Yeah. So it's just a lot of me driving at the moment. So, but yeah, I'll still go for a Sunday morning drive to Coolangatta
Nice,
for sure.
Yeah. A lot of guys, it's their time away. Like it's their chance to get away.
Yeah, it 100% is. You just go for a drive, cleanse the soul a little bit.
100%.
It's strange. It's strange how I can do that, eh?
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Perfect, mate.
Here we go!
stoked to be up on the Gold Coast, and we're absolutely stoked to find a little rotary up here. This is Luke's car. Luke, thanks for your time, man.
No worries, boys.
Legend.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Stay tuned for the next one.
Mm-hmm.